Your message for the students.
Message for students would be that there's no shortcut to hard work. Anything you need to grow, you have to work hard. Another thing is, most of the times what happens is people tend to restrict themselves to the role or to the profile that they have been given, which sometimes may work for you, sometimes may not. To share, when I was, basically developing my career, the reason I could probably grow was, one is that when I was given a profile, I would always try and see what is happening on the other side. The reason being is, to give you an example, I was in sales. So I would go and interact with the customer, sell my product, tell him this is how it works, X, Y, Z. Once the sales is done, I have to bring the documents back, give it to my operations, they would probably do their work and get the account opened and so on and so forth. Many times it would happen that, I tell a customer that account would get opened in 3 days. It doesn't happen. It takes 4 days, 5 days. I start shouting at the ops guy. But then I'm not aware what he does at his end. Why does it take 5 days? That is when I started spending time with the operations guy, sitting with them, understanding what they do. Now once a sales guy's job is to go to the client, sell his product, get the documents, dump it to ops table, and that's over. I was curious to know what happens once the documents land on this table. What is the process that is involved? By spending time, I achieved 3 things. One is I made friends with that guy. I spent time with him. And since I took so much interest in his work, I got friendly. I understood the process. So when I today go to a client, I am aware of the process end to end, from the front end as well as the back end. So tomorrow the client asks me a query, I am aware whether it will be done at the back end or not, or even if it is done, what is the time. Another thing is that because I have spent time with that guy, I have developed a rapport with him. Tomorrow if I want to do something, or if I want him to do something out of the way, I can always ask for a favor and he'll do it with me. But if I don't have that rapport, it will be difficult. Similarly, there are other departments within my organization whom I have to interact sometime or the other for various activities. Whenever I have free time, I go and sit with them, I understand the products, I understand the processes. What it does to me is that I understand a whole lot of things which is not in my domain, but I still have a lot of information on it. When I am talking to a client, I am able to talk to him on other products, other segments, other businesses as well, which gives the client a lot of confidence. The client understands that this guy is somebody who understands what is happening around him. I can talk to him more freely, I can share a lot of things, I can ask questions. But today, if I was to be restricted myself to a particular product, that would have not happened. Similarly, it also gives me a flexibility. Tomorrow, for whatever reasons, I am not happy with my job, I am not happy with my profile. I understand the other businesses, so I can choose, okay, this seems to be a much better proposition, so let me go there. And since I understand the product, I understand the processes, I can jump in quite quickly. So coming back to the question, message to the students is, do not restrict yourself to one particular domain. Always seek out opportunities, always try to learn, because learning never stops. No matter what stage of life you are in, whether you are a fresher with extremely no experience, or you are somebody with 20 years of experience, you can always learn something new. And every time you learn something new, you are adding to your personality, you are adding to your individuality. It gives you that much dynamism and it gives you that much flexibility. So I think students should be flexible.